Wait.
Mike Angelino Sports. Hey, what's up, man? I got my boy Chubber, one of the boxing insiders. Boxing aficionado. Hey, man, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me. Let's do this, baby.
All right, man. I'm gonna put a little bit of pressure. I'm gonna hit the body. Let me see if you could circle. Let me see your IQ around the ring, and remember, protect yourself at all times.
Let's do it, baby.
All right, brother. Let's talk about the Mungia fight. Let's talk about the controversy since the beginning of the fight, since the weigh-in. What'd you see in the weigh-in? We've been around the block a little bit, and we walked our dogs a little bit. In other words, we have experience, and he didn't look so good in the weigh-in. So let me know what you've seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. What'd you see in the weigh-in, man?
Yeah, so on the weigh-in, you could see automatically, I was like, he even looks like he's so sucked up. He was not normal. Se le miraba big time. Like, it was just not him. And when I was seeing it, I was like, man, he does it. It looked like something was wrong, right? But then right after the weigh-in, once he was done with it and he sat down, I guess that's when he kicked in. And I guess he was going to pass out, and they started, giving him some air and stuff like that. They tried to play it down like, oh, no, he was good. But come on, dude. Like you said, we've been around the block, and he's not good. I don't think he's able to make the weight anymore. If your body's telling you that, then guess what? It's time to move up. Either that, or can it be the diet? Are they not keeping his diet consistent to the point, that not the last week you have to do like, whatever it is to make the weight, which is not healthy. I know Mayweather, Canelo, and all them stay disciplined throughout the year, so they won't have to be doing stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I think he's just a natural 168 now. Mm-hmm. 160, I mean, look at what happened. So yeah, I think his body's telling him to move up. So I see him at 168.
Yeah. And you know what? I agree with you. His body's growing. He's a big kid. He's a 6-footer. He's a big kid. He's 21 years old, 22 years old, and he's growing. And he had trouble at 154, and he moved up to 160. And in the way, man, he looked dry, man. He looked like a skeleton, like you said, and that's very dangerous, man. That's very dangerous for a fighter. You're dry, but also your brain is dry, and you could get killed. We've seen fighters get killed. So everyone's moving up. The Charlos are moving up. Well, he's saying he's moving up. So Andrade already moved up. Benavidez is up there. Before we get into the fight, what about a fight versus Benavidez and my boy Jaime? What do you think? Do you see anything? Because I've been hearing rumors about that he'll beat Benavidez. You think it'll be a good fight?
No, it'll be a great fight, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think their eyes are in separate targets right now. Mm-hmm. But would it be an awesome fight? Hell yeah! They both go forward. That'll be a very good fight. Is it gonna happen? I don't think so. It's not right now. Not right now. It's not gonna happen. But that would be great. I mean, I don't know if it's just rumors for now, but once they start hyping it up, where we know they're really sitting down to talk numbers stuff, then yeah, we'll definitely give it attention. But as of now, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Everyone's waiting for the Canelo sweepstakes. Like right now, everyone's sitting on their hands. But according to ESPN and Mike Coppinger and Instagram and social media, Canelo already signed the fight versus Bivol and the Triple G, and he might fight in December. And we'll get into that. But yeah, everyone, Andrade, Benavidez, the Charlo, they're all waiting for Canelo. So, and that fight's not going to happen, I don't think, anytime soon, unless Canelo tells him, you're not going to fight, man. I'm not fighting you guys. So they're waiting for that. So yeah. So during the fight, what are the good things you saw versus Morel, right? What's his name?
Ballard.
My bad. What are the good things? And well, let's talk about the good things that you saw versus Ballard. Let me just say this: Ballard wasn't. I don't think he was a great opponent for him, but yeah, he did fight a great fight versus the Puerto Rican fighter. What's his name?
Rosado.
Yeah, it was a great fight. They even say fight of the year. It was a tough fight. So you don't want tough fights back to back. Like De La Hoya smart. He's taking care of his fighter. And I understand the management and the promotion type side of the coin, whatever. So
right.
What you see? What are the good things you saw in
all right. So Ballard is not what his record reflects, right? He was undefeated, 20-something-0. But I mean, I don't know who he's fighting, that he was 21-0. Coming down to the fight, overall, I mean, it was only 3 rounds. I mean, we can't really, but I did I like what I saw. If you go back and see what we had talked about, Mungia, that I wish he could work on, he did work on, and you can see the difference if you compare those last 2 fights and this fight. Second round, man, he showed a lot. I guess his new, he got down the technique, but he's not comfortable with going back, right? So he's not brawling no more. He's actually boxing, which he needs on his bag, which he's starting to do now. I did see that second round. Second round, I did see a lot of head movement. If you go back, second round, he Ballard threw a couple punches and he did the Canelo head movement, which was awesome. Then also when Ballard would throw the 1 and 2, Mungia would step back. Something you don't see. You wouldn't see. And I was like, man, I really like that. So now he's starting to work on and trying to become a complete fighter, right? Not so much then on the third round, he stepped it up, and it's his home. He's trying to, end it on a high note, and with the knockout. Referee stopped it. It could have gone a little bit more, but they're just trying to protect, I guess, Ballard. But that was no competition for Mungia. But I'm starting to like what I'm seeing that they're putting now on his new tools. Not so much just go brawl and stuff, because he could get hurt. And now he's starting to see that his defense, it's a big factor in the future fights.
Yeah, you know what? True. He's defensive responsible. He throws his combinations, doesn't keep his head in the line of fire. Boom, cabecea, boom. And I was going to say that the thing that stood out to me is he was patient, and the footwork. The footwork, it was defense. Boom, boom, boom. Took a little step back, took some steps back. And then instead of going all wild, when he had him on the ropes in the second round, I don't know what round, but boom, 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 through his combinations, took a little step back, and he was looking what he had. And I like that. That's IQ. That's defense with his feet. That's footwork and good IQ. And the kid's learning, man. With Morales, a lot of people were doubting it. Oh, Morales doesn't have defense, because Morales wasn't really a defensive fighter. His offense was his defense. But hey, man, he's still a Hall of Famer, and you will teach you some stuff. So the kid's looking good. This fight didn't really show us nothing. He had to look. It was a homecoming fight in Tijuana, and dude, the show was fire, dude. The show was fire. Tijuana, it's a good place to watch fights, man. I think we have to go one day.
Yeah. You know what? Like you said, they were not gonna put someone that was gonna try to beat him in his home, his homecoming. This was a good fight for him. Stay active. His next fight should be a very good competitive. I don't know. Is he gonna stay there 160, or is he moving up? I think he should move up and start playing with that weight already, 168. Get someone. I mean, don't throw a big name at him, but at least start feeling the weight and the punches. And then next year you could throw someone a big name at him. Hey, Canelo's at 168, so you never know. But yeah, I would like to see him move up. 160, it's his body's just not handling that very well.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I forgot. I think he's fighting the number 1 contender. Something. There's an Asian fighter. The name keeps slipping. I don't really know him. He could be a great fighter, but I don't know if you heard. They announced it, but I don't know if it's 100% sure. But I think it's at 168 and at 160, and I want him to go to 168 already.
Yeah, 168 the proper weight for him right now. I mean, after seeing what we saw at the last fight, the weigh-in, the body's naturally talking to you like, hey, it's time to move up. You can't be doing this 160 for the next 2 years, And as the age, what is he, 25 right now? So he's 25 right now. So as you're aging, it's natural for you, you're going to have to move up on weight. You can't be, the same weight when you were 19 to 23 or whatever. So he has time to move up.
Yeah. He's a big boy, man. 6-footer. It's a big kid. And the body's growing, and he needs to go up, I think. And I agree with you. Yeah.
He's on the right track. I like what I see. Him and Morales are doing a great job. So, you know, it would only show when he fights a big name, and then we're really gonna see if everything they're doing, you know, turns out to be good. You know.
Yeah, yeah, no, he has good names in his resume. He's pretty good. He's fought Smith, he fought Rosado, and there was another guy. So they're taking care of him good, and he's fighting now. It's he has to fight someone good like at 168, and we're gonna see the answers to those questions we have. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on. Breaking news is 100% sure, but according to Mike Coppinger from ESPN, he's been wrong, and Canelo checked him on Twitter, but according to ESPN and according to Twitter and Instagram, it's going wild. Canelo just signed that the zone deal for 85 million, I believe, and he's gonna fight Bivol. He's gonna fight Triple G, and then I got another source that told me, I'm not sure, that he's gonna fight in December, and that fight in December might be the winner of Smith and Beterbiev. So, what fight did you want to see? Did you want to see him versus Bivol at 175, or you wanted him to fight Charlo and Benavidez at 168 at the PBC deal for 100 million? What are your feelings? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I did see that. I don't believe anything on social media till Canelo actually post on his page, which he did. He said it's official.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. He posted on his page and saying that it's official. He's gonna fight Bivol. May 7th, and so that's gonna happen. The reason I think that happened, and it was an easy decision, was because they were sitting on the table with Charlo. He wanted that fight, and because you know, he was just trying to stay at 168. Beat Charlo. He was gonna have Charlo come up, obviously, beat him, and then move up and do these fights. But since Charlo got arrested, that went out the window. I think Charlo just missed out on his meal ticket. He messed up, something that he's gonna regret. Who knows if the opportunity is gonna come again for him to fight Canelo? Because Canelo already, like, you know what? I give you the opportunity. You messed up. I'm moving on. So. With that said, that fight, I think that's why it happened so quick. As soon as he got arrested, a week after or whatever, boom, they made the other fight. So the Bivol fight, it's going to be a good fight. I see Canelo winning on that one. I've seen Bivol's a little bit of, I haven't studied him much, but I know he does. He's a 1-2 puncher. He always comes with the left hook. That's his favorite combo. Favorite combo. Look at him. Left, right, and he comes with that left hook. Canelo has the exact same combo, but for some reason that's all he has. I don't see anything on Bivol. I don't see him going backwards. I don't see him uppercuts. I don't see, you know. I think Canelo's gonna pull that one. The Triple G, I mean, to me, it's just kind of a preparation fight for if he's really gonna go for undisputed on his third fight. But the Triple G one is just for money, dude. I mean, people, well, not me. I don't want to see that fight. That thing is over. Like, Triple G is, I mean, he's older now. He didn't look good on his last 2 fights. So that's kind of like a stepping stone to where he's getting. So, yeah, if your source is right and he does go for undisputed in December, woof, this is going to be a good year, dude. Good year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if he goes undisputed, man, and he's undisputed at 168 and 175. Oh, he's gonna be pound for pound up there with the GOATs, with Pacquiao and Sugar Ray Robinson and Canelo, man. I called it. I called it right here, and it's gonna happen because Canelo's motivated, man. All right, so let me just tell you a little bit of Bivol. He has 18 fights, 19 fights. He has 11 knockouts. In his last 6 fights, he hasn't knocked no one out. They've been decision. So he does not have power. Like you said, I'm not a master of this guy. I haven't studied him, but lately I've been watching a little. I watched the Smith fight, and he does have that little 1-2 and that hook. Great footwork. The pendulums, that little rhythm. He has great rhythm. Está grandote. He's tall. That's his weight class. He's a champion. So it's gonna be a chess match, but Canelo's a high level chess player. He's gonna figure him out, man. So and this guy doesn't have other weapons. Like, you gotta have weapons to fight against Canelo, dog. You can't just have the old 1-2 and pretty good footwork. He has great footwork. He has, like I said, over 300 amateur fights, Russian fight, these European style. Triple G gave Canelo a little bit of trouble the second fight because he did that European style. He went backwards, but I don't see him beating him, man. And Canelo's gonna get that belt. And Chubbs, let me just ask you this: what happens to Benavidez? Is he asked out? Because he must be killing himself because he lost the opportunity twice. He lost it in the scale, and then they found him with cocaine, if I'm not mistaken. So where does he? That sucks for him, man. I like the kid. Let me know what is his move? What's going to be his chess move to get Canelo to fight him? There's got to be a move. He has to have something.
Right. So I think he has to make a little bit more noise for people to start asking for that fight. A lot of, your casual fans, they know who Benavidez is, but us who like watching boxing a lot, we want that fight. But once he starts making noise fighting whoever, let's say Demetrius or someone up there, that champion, and then like if he starts making noise, he has to go at a different route, make noise, and then come back in and catch Canelo somewhere there. But Canelo, I don't think Canelo is gonna take that risk right now. He's gonna let Benavidez fight to see if he loses within the next two fights. Study him a little bit more, get older, probably, his weight obviously has always been an issue, but I think Canelo will fight him again. I mean, he'll fight him maybe next year, at the end of next year, I would say. That's but not this year. Definitely, I don't think he'll fight him this year.
Yeah. And one thing that stood out that you said is that his weight. I don't think he's gonna make 168 even longer. He's a big kid. He's a big kid, like 6'3", and he has been having trouble with weight, and I think he should move to 175 because the greats done it. The greats go up in weight, so I think he should fight one of these champions up there, or one of these top fives, 175 pounders to make noise, like you said. That should be a strategy, a campaign at 168 and 175. That's what he needs to do, because he's just sitting on his hands. He hasn't fought nobody. We got high hopes for Benavidez, even myself. Oh, Benavidez, but my dad and people like, who has he fought? And I'm like, shit, he hasn't fought nobody. So we haven't seen him. If he faced adversity, he gets cut, he breaks his hand or something. We haven't seen that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to move up. You know what? If he's really trying to make the proper moves and his team too, go up to 175. Forget it. Just go 175 and intercept the Canelo in there and get a belt somewhere there and say, hey, guess what? Now you have to face me, But don't wait just because, people are saying you should fight. Nah, dude, give Canelo a reason if you're really trying to go after Canelo. So, yeah, he has to make a big move. He can't be staying at, 168. It's time to move up 175. And that way he can make some noise there, because that's why Bivol is the champion there. No, the competition, I'm sorry, at 175 is sorry, dude. There's no one really big names to say like, hey, 175 is stacked, dude. I wouldn't say that. If Benavidez start moving up and a couple other guys start moving up, hey, you know what? Then I give it to him like, hey, you know what? 175 is stacked now, but this is his opportunity, dude. There's not really competition. Benavidez should say, hey, let's move up to 175. There's not really good competition. I'll beat everybody there, and then Canelo has to face me. You know what I mean? So that's really up to the team. I mean, we'll see what happens, though.
Yeah. Like you said, at 175, I like the guys at 175, but I don't think they could beat Canelo. But Bivol has how many fights? He has like 20 fights, 20 knockouts. It's a 100% knockout ratio. But can he beat Canelo? Hey, man, if he lands a shot, he has the power. But I don't think so, dude. You got to really earn that shot with Canelo. You just don't get it for free. Like, boom. I like Smith. Is he the best? No. I don't think he can't beat Canelo. And then Colin Smith. I think it's Colin Smith. He fought him at 68. He moved up. He almost killed some guy. He's up in his campaign. And Benavidez goes up there. Zurdo's up there. Can Zurdo beat Canelo? How do you see a fight with Zurdo and Canelo?
I almost see Zurdo like Benavidez. Like same thing, like the old Mexican going forward. You get punched, they still come forward. They're not really boxers to say like they box. No, that's the attribute that Canelo has. I think he's gonna, with guys like that, he's not gonna stay there in the pocket and box them. He's gonna outbox them, and especially Zurdo and Benavidez. He's just gonna give his combos, get out, move to the left, keep moving. So I think Zurdo and Benavidez, to me, I'm not gonna say exactly the same, but have the same style, but I don't think they could be Canelo. Hell no. I don't think nobody right now could be Canelo. Zurdo's nice and everything, but like we said, who has he fought? He hasn't fought anybody. Well, why don't Zurdo fight Benavides?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, let's make some noise. I mean, there's plenty of competition to start cleaning out some division and say, hey, I'm here. I already cleaned out this division. But it's the whole game about, hey, let's pick certain fighters, and they always want to go after the big fighter like Canelo or Mayweather back then. Like, nah, dude, like, you know, te tienes que chingar, you know, at some point. But they don't want to take risks. That's a problem with the new generation.
Exactly. One thing that it just hit me. We were having a conversation a couple of days ago, and you told me, and boxing, that's the thing that boxing breaks your heart, because it's not like MMA or other sports that they make you fight whoever they make you. Or you also told me, when fighters get in trouble, if you want to touch on that, when fighters get in trouble in the NBA, you get suspended. Hey man, you take days out. You're not playing for a year suspension or whatever, if it's that bad. And in the NFL or something, in boxing, they don't have that. That's the problem. That's the thing you told me, you brought up. Can you touch up on that?
Yeah. So I brought up, and it pissed me off because I wanted to see that fight, the Charlo, and I'm sure everybody got pissed off. And it didn't happen because his you know, off the ring situation, he doesn't know how to carry himself as a professional. That's the thing that I was telling you. Any other association like MLB, NFL, NBA, you do some stuff like that, you're gonna get suspended and take some days without pay. Mm-hmm. Once you start messing with people's paychecks, dude, they you know, they start acting right. So boxing doesn't have that. You could act like a thug and everything, and boxing doesn't really care. They have never done that to discipline the boxers.
Yeah,
I think that should start happening, because I mean, they're professional athletes. They should carry themselves that way and not like thugs or however they want to carry themselves. But at the end of the day, they're actual professionals. People, kids, females, males look up to them, you know. And if they see stuff like that, it's not a good example for, or it's not good stuff for boxing, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they arrested for anything. You're gonna take this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. That's my thing about that. That didn't happen because the situation where he got arrested, dude.
Yeah, dude. He shot himself in the leg, and he made a mistake, or he actually keeps making those mistakes. Him and his brothers and other fighters, they keep doing this dumb, and they miss out. Like Rollies, he was gonna fight Tank Davis, and then he got in trouble. Were we there at the end? He wasn't found guilty, but if you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, you're gonna get in trouble, man. You're gonna get in trouble. So, yeah, it is. The boxing is the wild, wild west. I could sign up and put some money and get an application to become a promoter or become a manager. And in NFL and the NBA, I can't go in there, and the NFL, you can't go in there. So it's the wild, wild west, man. And it goes with that. When if a fighter gets in trouble, they should get suspended. And also, fighters, they don't make them do this, fight this guy because of promotion and the TV station. It's just a whole bunch of politics, man. So yeah, that's the thing that gives boxing a black eye. And Charlo killed it. He killed it on the payday, and I don't think he's gonna get the opportunity ever again. So
yeah, he shot himself on the foot on that one. It was gonna happen. Looked like it was gonna happen because, you know, they were sitting down talking at the table according to rumors, but once that happened, boom, you know, Canelo's team grabbed their paperwork, we're gone, you know, move on to the next one. So I'm sure, like I said, I mentioned earlier, he's gonna regret that, but it also hurts us because you want to see that fight, you know. And what about they never fight? And we're like, what about if, you know, we can talk a lot about what ifs, you know, what if Chavez fought Canelo, like, you know, that's always going to be the thing. So the opportunity was there, but, you know, his team, you know, maybe now after that situation should have a better way to babysit Charlo if he can't act like a grown adult and carry himself as a professional. So a lot of people think about a team. A team is on and off the ring, dude. It's just not the weight, the diet, the staying out of trouble, not making headlines, bad headlines, not good headlines, but all that, an actual team, that's what it's all about. It's just not going up there to the ring and, that's your team in the corner. Nah, dude, if you want to be a great, like most of these legends, one guy that this is probably not off boxing, but someone that I really admire was like Derek Jeter. You never heard anything about him off the field, dude. And he said in an interview, like, he just didn't want to bring that attention, and especially because now the actual team will look bad, So that's something that most athletes should do, dude. Like, carry themselves as professional and don't bring any heat towards themselves. So
yeah, and you're 100% right, man. And that's why Canelo is the GOAT, pound for pound inside the ring and outside. That guy's not getting drunk. That guy's not. He gets a little buzzed. I'm not. I've seen a couple of videos, but but he's not out there breaking, fighting, and doing this. And this guy's very disciplined, man. He stays in the gym and he's making his money, man. And everyone should take a page from him and other athletes. So yeah, that guy. He shot himself in the foot, and then again the Reynosos and Team Canelo. Like, if I sign the fight with this dumbass, how do we know he's not going to do some other dumb shit and we're going to miss out on Cinco de Mayo and a payday? Yep. There's a lot on the line for this dumbass. So, yes. And excuse my language, calling him a dumbass, but if he's guilty, he's a dumbass. But if he's not and it was allegations, all right, I'll take it back. My bad. But yeah.
So, well, he put himself in that situation,
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on. Hey, Mike, I wanted to ask you something we talked about a couple hours ago about Reynoso's camp. It's bringing a lot of attention about his boxers. Ryan Garcia left because apparently, he wasn't getting the same attention as Canelo, more than obvious, because Canelo's his main boxer. But then, I mean, we know Ryan Garcia had a lot of things going off the ring. Then Virgil Ortiz saw the opportunity, like, hey, if he's leaving, I'm moving in. He moved in December. He went in for 2 weeks into the camp.
Did? Okay.
Yes, he went in. He trained there for 2 weeks. The Virgil Ortiz, that said, was a great gym, awesome. It's just the fact they never saw Eddie Reynoso in the gym in those 2 weeks. Unfortunately, it was wrong timing because that's when they take their vacations. Canelo and him, obviously they're like best friends. So it was wrong timing, but I think Virgil Ortiz would have been an awesome candidate in there in that camp, dude. But my question to you, do you think Eddie Reynoso should start cutting down on his boxers? Because everybody wants to go with it, everybody. But then he's going to start looking bad where, now there's drama coming. And the drama is, oh, hey, Eddie Reynoso is just taking her money and he's not giving her the right. You don't want that reputation. So do you think he should cut down to like maybe 4 fighters, Canelo and other 4 fighters, and just have 5 complete fighters? Or do you think he should just open it up and get more trainers? Or what do you think?
Man, that's a good question. I can answer it different ways. Yeah, he has to have a good team that he can trust, and they run like a routine, and this is what we do, and coaches that are on the same team. But these guys want that one-on-one attention with Reynoso, and Reynoso can't get stretched. So he can only get stretched so much. And his number one priority, and they should know, is the face of boxing, is Canelo. So if whatever Canelo needs or whatever the time Canelo demands, it's going to be Canelo first, then you guys. Who is Ryan Garcia? Yeah, he who is he? Yeah, was he champion or I forgot? He got a nice knockout, but he wants more attention. Canelo and everyone were going to his fights. They were giving. He's the one that hurt his hand in TikTok. He's the one on TikTok and everything, not showing up because he has mental problems. All right, I respect that, but you gotta. It's Reynoso, dude. He's not gonna be there when you want. And then this is one thing that I don't know if you know. Ryan Garcia opened the gym in San Diego, close to the Canelo gym, and he told he told Reynoso, "Hey, I opened the gym, and I need more as a one-on-one type coach. Can you come to my gym and train me?" And Reynoso, hey, are you crazy? You kidding? You gotta be kidding me, man. No, and he didn't give him the time. So, yeah.
So I think, I don't know how it works when actual boxers go to an actual camp. I don't know what they sign, what contracts they sign, but I think they should start specifying as far as Reynoso on contracts, like, hey, these are from, let's say, from obviously 2-month preparation before the fight. You're gonna get this much time. Like they should go by time, like, hey, 6 hours out of the day, you're gonna be with me, like one-on-one attention. Like it should be specific and no misunderstandings. That way they're like, hey, well, I didn't get him, we're and then there's gonna be times where he has the whole team. I've seen that they're doing the circuits where the whole team is there. There are 4 or 5 boxers, and they're like, doing their little routines and going, which is good. But then at some point, you're gonna need one-on-one attention. But I think he should start specifying and break down the days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, certain fighters, and then move on like that. And especially if there's a boxer that's, let's say, next month he's fighting, your full attention should be to that boxer, not the rest of the guys. So, I mean, it's a lot of work, dude. So, but I think that he should specify on contracts how much time or how many hours a day is he going to spend with them. That way there's no misunderstanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think, Chubb, I just think that Reynoso gave up on him. Nah, you know what, dog? I'm putting all this time or effort, game plan. They're going to his fights. They're like, he's not even pound for pound or anything. And they got disillusioned. Like, nah, this fool no lo quiere, dude. No, he doesn't want it. Even Canelo called him
Ryan
out.
Garcia, right?
Yeah,
Ryan Garcia, you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Ryan Garcia. And yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that, yeah, he lost his ticket back to the line. If you want to make line again, that line is humongous, dude. Everybody wants to go over there. So he lost his opportunity. I think he just got too complacent. And you know what? He's like, oh, I'm here. Canelo comes to my fights. So he thought he had it easy. For some reason, he probably thought he was the main guy in that camp. He got a little bit too cocky and like, you know what? If you don't want to put the effort, only because you won 1 belt, now he's like, I don't have to. Nah, dude, I don't give a shit how much health problems you got, but at least be in the gym. Yep. If you don't want to work out, but at least show your face or like, I still want it, or you know what I mean? So yeah, the Reynoso camp say, you know what? I'm sorry, dude. There's like a big ass line waiting outside for boxers that are hungrier. So yeah, they give him the boot. I think they gave him the boot and say, you know what? Nah, you're done, dude. And then as far as Virgil Ortiz, timing was wrong, I guess, when they went in. Yeah. But I don't know. There's other boxers that they talked about that they're gonna take in. So the heavyweights too.
Yeah, and Tio supposedly the dad was talking about. The dad's a marihuano though. He said that they're with the team and I am involved with my son, but I want to be there. Let me tell you something. I'm like, shut up, man. Let Reynoso let him drive and you just shut up. Go get the water bucket.
That's what I was about to say. Like, just get the water bucket, dude. Just put it on the side and just shut up, dude. Yeah. Hey, but you know what? I think if he does, Teofimo, if everything goes right and Reynoso starts training him, that might become a conflict. I think if because obviously dad is dad and he's always gonna want to be there and give him advice and this, but he needs to stay in his lane and know his role. Like, hey, now Reynoso took over the wheel. Like, he's doing the driving now. Like, you just need to like enjoy the ride and that's it. I mean, he took him to where he was able to, but now like if he's gonna give Reynoso the opportunity, like he should know his lane. But I just hope Reynoso and him don't start crashing and be like, hey, nah, dude, you're out. Because I just don't want to see that because Teofimo's talented, dude. And I just want to see what potential he has with Reynoso.
Yeah. Like Teofimo has a lot of potential, man. He has power. He has speed. Just he needs to have more. He needs to be more maniaco, more mañoso. Boom, back of the head. Wow, hit him in the arms. He needs to have more of that. And you're gonna get it with that Mexican style from Mexico. That mañoso. Canelo, they hit him back of the head. He hits you back. He hits you in the balls, the arms. Yeah. It's like you gotta be freaking dirty boxing, and he needs that and defense. He needs that.
Yes.
So
yes, I think the defense is what Teofimo. The offense, he has it, dude. The IQ, he has it. Yeah. It's just his defense is what got him on his last fight. He kept dropping his left hand, obviously his leading hand. He had it below his chin the entire time. That's how he got dropped, So he needs to have it up there. And I think he just got a little bit too confident, coming out aggressive. The game plan was completely off, but Reynoso would kind of obviously clean that up and make him, I think, the best fighter at his weight class, I think.
Yeah, he said he's moving to 140. So there's the Josh Taylors right there, man. There's good fights there at 140. So,
dude, Taylor and him would be out of control fight.
Yeah,
you know, that would be an awesome fight. I would like to see Taylor. I would like to see Taylor and Teofimo better than Cambosos and Taylor, dude. To be honest.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's if he moves up. I'm just saying, if Camboso decides to move up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. All these kids, like we said, we talked about the bodies growing. The Ryan Garcias, he's 5'11", he's growing. Tio already moved. 10 can't make 135 no more. No. So he's moving up. Who else? David Haney, he's a tall kid too, like 5'8", 5'9", and he's growing. Yeah. He's not gonna stay at 135. So all these kids are eventually gonna go to 140, and Taylor's in there, and unless he moves to 147, but there's good fights up there, and Cambosos and Lomachenko's still there. They might run a fight. So 35 to 140 is good, man. It's looking good. It's looking promising. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Lomachenko, I don't know why people are putting him in the back burner, but dude, Lomachenko's still a beast, dude. I don't know, only because he lost, you know, that dude, I don't know why they're putting it, like all of a sudden he went down on the pound for pound. I'm like, hey, everyone loses. Look, Canelo, he lost, but you know, but I really like Lomachenko still, dude.
Yeah, he might fight what's his name? He has all the belts. You just said his name. My brain's burned out.
Taylor?
No. The one that beat Teofimo, what's his name?
Camboso, yeah.
He might fight Cambosos. That's the rumor. That's gonna be the fight, and he's gonna fly to Australia and fight him over there.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be awesome, man.
Yeah. That's what we need right now in the boxing world. We need fights like that, dude.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what happens, Mike. You know, we'll meet up again. Invite me to your show, and then we'll give it a shot, and we'll predict the Canelo fight. You know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. We're gonna do the tell of the tape. Who has a better jab? Who has this? We'll break it down as soon as the fight develops more and everything, and we're gonna bring in updates for training camp. What happened? This and that. I would love to have you, dog. I would love to have you on the show. Anything else before I shut it down? Anything else?
No. I just appreciate for having me, and it's always great talks. And we'll do the predictions, and we'll see who gets closer to the actual prediction. If it's gonna be a knockout, decision, or we'll see. You know.
Yeah, it's a great fight, man. It's gonna be a chess match. But yeah, man. Thank you, brother, for giving me your time, man. Anytime, dog. I'll have you here. Breaking news. I want to have you here. And yeah, that's it for the show. Mike Angelino Sports. Me and my boy Chubb, we're gonna give it to you raw, like sushi. And don't get butthurt, man. Gio. Mike Angelino Sports, man.
Gracias, brother.
All right, man.